Okay, people, I had to make this video over again, and because the sound every time when I run the engine and stuff like that, the sound don't never come out the way I intended it to be. It's not an audio problem, but basically it's I have the AC running in the truck and shit like that. But I was listening to Lady Boulay channel, and basically she was talking about the guy. I don't follow football, basketball like I used to. I just don't lost interest in it. Got older, just lost interest in sports like that. Now I look at certain games and shit, but it's not like I'm a Steelers fan, but it's not like I'm a big deal to me. It's nothing really important. But they was talking about basically this guy that played. I think he a tight end for Kansas City, a white dude. Um, I can't think of I can't think of the dude's name. Chelsea, and he was in a relationship, 5-year relationship with this Instagram chick, black chick. So the 5 years of them being in this relationship, for starters, we all know when you date, especially a lot of these black women that look like her, that are these Instagram women, they have these high standards and criteria for brothers. That means they want black men to jump over hoops and hurdles, high water. You gotta do all this shit to be with them, you know. And then sometimes you do all this shit and they friends on you. You dig? They're friends on a lot of these guys get friends on, and we all know it ain't even about somehow that you know you'll have even guys that what you consider attractive being friends on, paying all this money for these chicks of their ilk. But just just to sit up here and date this brand who play that's clearly make way more money than you, have you paying out the ass. This chick, Instagram chick, was paying out the ass for this brand. Now this guy clearly is wealthy guy, got money, he played for the Kansas City Chiefs, you know. But he had this sister pay for every damn thing, everything. She paid about the most this guy spent being with her is $100. She footed dinner, she footed the hotel, she footed whatever they did, she paid it. Paid it. And a lot of these black women, they cherish relationships like that. They say, Brad, especially divesting and swirling chicks. They prize relationship with Brad, even if Brad don't come out of his money, they coming out. And brothers, Brad don't have to come out of his money. Like David Curl said, all he have to have is his whiteness. That's what she was paying for, his whiteness, and actually validation that she's with this high paid brand. So this sister was paying all this money for this guy. You dig? And they try to compare that. Lady Boulay and all these women try to compare that to Kanye West and Kim Kardashian's marriage. Now, just think. I ain't gonna even say shit. Just think about it for a moment. Just think about it. Let that shit marinate. Now, now that y'all let that shit marinate in y'all brain, just think about this chick when she get back in the dating market. She gonna have black men probably paying out the ass for everything because she gonna use that whole template that she paid for a man for this, that, and this guy made way more money than her. So what's the problem with you paying for a black man? Why you don't want to? Why you think you shouldn't have to pay this? some bread, and she made this white dude, she got tucked to as my brother Blackout Channel said, she got tucked to pound tizzy by bread for free, and all he had to do is pay $100. Hell, shit, for the most part, that's what most guys would probably pay for a prostitute. $100 an hour, $100 for one round to take a prostitute or a lot less to pound tizzy. That's about what you gonna pay. So he paid her $100, and they covered that $100 that he gave her, paid for whatever, gave him the right to take her to Pound Town for 5 years. Well, fast forward, he kicked her to the curb, and the divestment chicks was quiet. Cricket, 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 cricket. Nothing said. So, fast forward about a year and a half later, he's now in a relationship with Taylor Swift. And now Taylor Swift is coming to see him at his games. Now a lot of these black women are upset at that because it ain't the fact that he completely kicked her to the curb. Now these black women run around here mad at this Brad because he chose Taylor Swift, a white woman. You gotta keep in mind these chicks think they have ownership. Once they start dating Brad, they even think they have ownership over Brad. So now they say they got the rights and ownership over you, Brad, because you done took her to pound tizzy, and now they feel discarded. See, they feel a certain kind of way when the man that they choose to be with, that most of these black women actually choose. Chess, even Sade said that. That's why one thing I disagree with Blackout, because some of these niggas get delusional thinking that black men are chosen of highly valued amongst these women. Nigga, you at the bottom of the social economic ladder. Let's deal with that. As a black man, I understand that whiteness is held in high regard globally. So to be in a state of delusion, like, not saying I disagree with the Blackout Channel, but no, they're not choosing black men like that. And if they choose you, brother, you gotta come with something. You ain't coming through nothing. That's just like even the passport bros. When you go over there, you ain't going over there. Unless you just going, just getting tricking off your money with random little chicks over there in Dominican or wherever you go, you gonna be coming out of money even in those type of relationships. Let's just be honest. Let's be honest. You gonna come out more with any other group of women because you are socially, economically supposed to be at the bottom. You dig? And so you gonna come out more with being with any group of women, including your own black woman. So let's be real. We're gonna be honest here. We're gonna be fair and balanced like Fox News. So you, as she got kicked to the curb, he got Taylor Swift. Now, I'm gonna tell you like this. You watch. He ain't gonna come out of nothing he gonna come out of a whole lot with Taylor Swift. Because what we keep trying to tell a lot of these black females, like black men are socially, economically, the face of poverty. Black women are economically, socially the face of poverty. No matter what you think about yourself, let's be real. You come from a group of people that's socially, economically at the bottom that don't control shit. No matter how you try to get with a Brad and think Brad got this and that, the only reason why a lot of you black women, you all even said that you value Brad more so than you. Because, due to the structure of white supremacy, Brad gonna have a leg up over you. I heard black women say this, and that's, to the most part, that's true. Let's be honest, that's true. So, if you think that Brad is not he gonna put value in you and he gonna put value in Becky. Of course he gonna put value in Becky because Becky can do things that you can't give him. That means white children. I white child will get. The white child, children, boys, especially particularly boys, are gonna get white privilege. Well, your biracial children are not gonna get no white privilege. I don't give a fuck what society you live in. They're not gonna be promoted amongst white children. You know, no matter what. That's just the reality of it. You can get with Brad. And see, this is one thing that black men do understand. Even if they get with Becky, they still know that they have to deal with a white power structure, a white supremacist power structure that's in play. Even if they with Becky, we know this. This is shit that we know. We know that we gonna even we already know once Becky get with a black man, that's pretty much it for her. It for her. It's exceptions to the rule, but normally those are the exceptions and not the rule. If Becky get with Tyrone, even if Tyrone a high value man and Becky come from the trailer park, she is not gonna be, she already from the trailer park, so she's not gonna even be valued that much anyway. As a white woman with Tyrone, they gonna call her a mudshort. See, there's no name for Brad getting with Keisha. All they do is call it a slumming. So they get with Keisha, it's slumming all day long. And a lot of these white dudes talk to black women, talk, well, maybe you should date interracially, not knowing that the reason why you have the black man and black woman have a problem because white men and white women back in the day created a structure to destroy the black family. They put in feminism, they had, basically to destroy the black family. So basically, they'll try to say, a lot of these white dudes come along and say, well, black women, they need to date out if they black men ain't doing this and that and that. When they were the ones who created the goddamn problem in the first place with Brad and Becky. So, the thing is, when you talk about these relationships, that's the reason why she wasn't valued with him. That's why he didn't pay that much money, had to pay that much money, to be with her, because he already knew he was already paying for it by him being with her, being a Brad. His value was higher than hers, being a Keisha. And that's the thing. That's how that is. That's how those racial dynamics play out when you dating interracially, especially when you with a Brad or a Becky. Your value as a white woman, your value goes down with Tyrone. I'm gonna just keep it 100. It goes down. It don't go up. So a lot of times white dudes are not gonna choose a Becky if she constantly have, she constantly been in with a Brad, with Tyrone. They ain't gonna choose. But the funny thing is, brothers used to choose Keisha even if she was taken to Pound Town by Tyrone, by Brad. You'll have Keisha's. I know brothers out here that will have biracial stepkids with Keisha. They older than me, but you have black women that when it swirled it up and it worked it so well, so they ended up with Tyrone. And really, you can tell they really don't like being with Tyrone, but that's all they can get with because they were just getting to Pound Town by Brad. That's why I say when these black women, when I tell y'all, a lot of these black women, cherish her, they told the truth. White men are highly more desired than black men. We gonna just be reality. It ain't due to the fact that they want to say, well, black man got a third leg and shit. We gonna take that all off the table. It's what's valued. When in a system of white supremacy that's actually falling. White supremacy is falling. So it is falling. And so right now, Brad is seen as valuable. Them are the realities of things. Just straight reality. So when you see that relationship failing and then he get with Taylor Swift, he gonna put more value on Taylor Swift. Not only is Taylor Swift way more valuable economically and financially and socially known, she's a performing artist that won numerous awards. So of course she's gonna be valued more so than that Keisha he was with. So of course that's an investment to him because she gonna bring his stock up. See what I mean? They don't. This is something these black women don't understand. Taylor Swift gonna bring his stock up. You did. It's like Kim Kardashian dating. Said she's supposed to be dating. Dude that played for the quarterback of New England. Like I said, I don't remember these names and shit, but she's supposed to be dating him. And like I said, that white dude is gonna bring her stock up. Tom Brady. Tom Brady gonna bring Kim Kardashian's stock up if he get with her. But then he gonna actually demote himself by being with Kim Kardashian, knowing the Kim Kardashian track record. So I don't think he gonna marry her. She just something to do. You know, he can take her to Pound Tizzy and then kick her to the curb. That's all it is. Tom Brady know better than getting with somebody like her, knowing she been took to Pound Tizzy by all these brothers. The white guys ain't entertaining the thought of them taking any other Kim Kardashian, other Kardashian chicks. They just there for a season. You know, they know not to. They know the Kardashian curse. But a lot of these black women, they value white men even more than themselves, and they'll sit and tell me, I value myself. They value themselves enough to get. They know if they get with Brad, even if he's a poor, broke, dusty Brad, a white supremacist Brad. Like I said, that chick, the Shakima chick, whatever, was with that neo-Nazi that crying up there on social media after all that shit she done said, that misandry she said about black men. She up there crying about her son dealing with white supremacy and racism because when you have those biracial children, who's to say that your son or your daughters might not be facing racism and you got a white supremacist dad at home sitting up there talking shit about black people, about black men, and you a biracial dude that look like a black man. So you gotta go out into the world listening to your mama saying misandry shit about black men, your dad saying misandry shit about black people in general, and then you going to school being called a nigger. And you think you ain't gonna be fucked up in a child ain't gonna be fucked up in the head, and then you sit up there. Then that's when, as a divested chick with biracial sons, primarily boys, all this bullet bag shit, you realize and you come to the realization that your son can be a bullet bag. They don't give a fuck if you biracial like to them. To white supremacy, you a nigger. Light skin, dark skin, don't matter. You're a nigger. So now that's when that shit start coming full circle. Even with the white fathers who may not be racist, but they start realizing that they go somewhere and somebody look at their son, their children different, and then then that's when that shit start hitting them. They start hitting all that shit that they were saying that they always try to downplay black people for saying. Now like, damn, this shit is coming to fruition. This shit is true. You know, they start saying it's true. So you have that dynamic going on with that. When you sitting up here saying all this misandrous ass shit, like the chick in Utah with that fat white brand in Idaho, talking all shit. I said, okay, wait till you have your biracial kids and your biracial sons start coming out looking more, because you're a dark skinned woman, and you're gonna have your genetics gonna kind of dominate. I don't give a fuck what you say. Your genetics, black genetics are strong. So when you got your biracial son, you had your son start looking more and more dark, like a more phenotypically black. This is where that white boy mama gonna question, even though that might be his kid. His family gonna question that shit. They like, wait a minute, why your son looking all dark like this? I don't think that that's your child. I think she was laying with a black man. That's another dynamic with that shit, because they'll do that shit. There's a lot of dynamics with being in a black woman in a relationship with a Brad. Because I'm gonna tell you like this: if Brad decide he get cut, he can take the children from you, and he knows that the court. This is where all that white power infrastructure, black women always say, see, we got white power work for us. That's when that shit gonna really come to effect, because it's like this black chick who was up there laying up with a Brad, had a child. Brad started getting, wanted to get away from it, so he took his child, came over with his daddy. And all of a sudden, everything, she was just running her mouth about everything. That whole relationship, she started talking about everything, how his dad tried to flirt with her and shit like that, smash her, get with her and shit like that. Because in their mind, they like, shit, man, these black women are easy. And then for the most part, Brad can get them easily. That's why I tell them, when Brad asked me, how you get with black women, I said, it's not that hard for you as a white man to get with a black woman. All you have to do is come with your whiteness. That's all you have to come with your whiteness. Chicks, these black women will do all kind of shit for you. They'll let you ghetto gag them, do all kind of shit, slave play, slave roll. Black woman will do that shit for Brad. They would do that shit for Brad. Off the tizzy. They'll let Brad take them to Pound Town. Now, I'm not saying all black women, but the vast majority of them will. They will let Brad take them, do all kind of shit. Hell, they'll even pay for it. Even if Brad don't have to come with nothing. Like David Curl said, his whiteness covers a multitude of sins and imperfections. But see, black women try to project that shit on black men and white women. Black men and white women relationship is different. It's different. See, with black men, we don't have to write novels and write books on how to get with a white woman. It's just something that organically, naturally happens. It just naturally happens. Now you have some black women that fetishize black men. You have some, but a lot of them, man, they actually generally like black men. They want to get with black men. Then they'll say certain reasons, like you had one chick said that she want her children to have melanin because she know melanin, her genetic line survive. So a lot you got them white women that's on that kind of shit. So you got a lot of situations where the relationships are different than Tyrone and Becky's relationship is completely different from Brad and Keisha's. Where Keisha actually worship white men. Brothers don't really worship white women. We don't really worship women like that. You'll have some niggas that do worship Becky like that, and them the niggas we call out on that shit, and we should call them out like, damn, nigga, ain't that shit where you got to worship a nigga. But for the most part, brothers do not have to write books. We don't have to write swirling novels and shit like that like these black women write straight up novels of them being a slave bed ones to a master, and then in these books, I got the master's baby. I'm pregnant with my boss, the CEO's baby. These black women got these kind of novels, man, and them are big sellers among swirling divestment women. So this shit that black women, they actually don't fetishize white men. They actually worship white men. They actually worship Brad. Real talk. So at that point in a relationship, why should brothers take black women seriously? And that's what's happening. These brothers don't, and they're opting out. They're like, you know what? Okay, go over there and stay with Brad. That's why brothers with black women can talk all this shit about getting with Brad all they want. These brothers do not care. They do not care. So with Lady Boulay and all the women up there talking that stuff, it's different. It's completely different when Brad get with Keisha comparably with Brad, with Becky, with Tyrone. Completely different. Well, that's my video on that subject. Over and out.